What's up, guys? Jeff here, and basically today I'm bringing you take two of what would be the Rogue Spec Guide and talking about the changes video. I made it yesterday, but I failed to put music in it. Probably should have just, shoved it in the video after I recorded it instead of just trying to do it live. Sorry about that. Yeah, I tried to just record it while I was just playing it in the background so I could actually hear the music too. So I felt like that was a mistake. So I'm gonna go make the video again today. I'm gonna leave the other one up just in case. I don't know. Well, maybe people want the loud ass music in the background. Who knows? Either way, I guess we'll hop in everything and talk about everything again. Um, Nothing has changed in the video either. In the first talent tree, subterfuge is probably your best bet. All the way through since it was fixed and now the bars don't fuck up. I don't even remember what happened. I believe is if you got taken out of stealth or something like that, your bars fucked up and your dance bar or something about your stealth bar was different. Not 100% sure on that, but I do know it was bugged. In the 30 talent tree, all of them are pretty good. Combat readiness is probably the best though. You need that defensive cooldown or you're considered pretty squishy. Combat readiness can really save your shit and really get the people off you if you want them to swap. And I gotta stop fucking yawning. There's Nerve Strike, which really helps for healer killing. Uh, it gives them a 10% healing debuff every time you stun. And then Deadly Throw, finishing move that reduces the movement speed of the target by 50% for 6 seconds. If performed with 3 combo points, it also interrupts a spell casting spell from that school. So if you're really good at kicking shit, this talent might be good for you. You could really shut down a healer. For druids, for example, like you can shut down almost every clone if you need to, if you're really good at kicking stuff. But all in all, I would say still go combat readiness. In this tier, I see nothing better but elusiveness. You keep your feint up, and it can really stop some incoming pressure. If you can get feint up before the end of a stun, that can really stop almost all their shit. Like it'll seem like they didn't do much. I enjoy that. If a good player can really sense, like, if they're gonna swap on you, or you can see them prepping you for a swap, and you can start fainting. Cloak and Dagger was added into the game. It replaced preparation. And basically, every time you get any type of opener move, it teleports you behind the target. So, with Subterfuge, this can be used to shut down an entire team for a couple seconds. But with Shadow Step, you have your reliable movement anywhere around the map to any target that's in line of sight. So I'm going with Shadow Step because I would like it every 24 seconds for a gap closer or swap or to kick something or to sap. With Cloak and Dagger, you have to vanish or get a re-stealth or dance. So I don't know. I feel like Shadow Step's way better. And in this tier, I feel like everything's good. Prey on the Weak's really good for a little bit of extra damage. Paralytic's good for the root from the Shiv. Roots them in place for 4 seconds. And just the random stacking non-DR'd stun is really good for rogues. It can really help you land that kill. And then Dirty Tricks basically lets you gouge more often. And blind no longer costs energy. And you could just fucking, you can just gouge and blind on cooldown. Not have to worry about energy. But you shouldn't have to worry about energy for blind. That's not the point. Plus, it doesn't break on your poisons and bleed effects anymore. So Dirty Tricks isn't bad. But I would say, all in all, go with Paralytic. And then this tier. Oh, man. If I yawn one more time, I'm going to be highly upset. I'm very sorry about that. Marked for Death and Shuriken Toss are the only choices, in my opinion. Actually, no, wait. All 3 of them are good. That's right. Anticipation, you can use it while you're dancing. Well, it's a passive, so you don't use it either way. But, while you're dancing, instead of evising every 5 combo points, you can stack them up to 10 and then double evis when you're outside of the shadow dance. Mark for Death is really bursty. If you know how to use it right, you could evis and then Mark for Death and evis right after for some big damage. Or maybe you need the kidney right now, or you need to recoup, or you need to slice and dice, so on and so forth. So that's not bad, and it's only on a 1 minute cooldown. And if you kill the target, the cooldown's reset. So that's not bad. And then Shuriken Toss. Right now, I believe Shuriken Toss is bugged. And it was bugged on the PTR. It was just doing too much damage. But it's still really good when you're getting kited. You can get your combo points up while you're being kited. Get your slice and dice up, or your recoup or something. So it's not bad. I would definitely say go with Shuriken Toss just for the extra amount of combo points. So that was the spec. This is definitely the spec I think everyone should go with. But there are exceptions, especially for different comps and all that. And for the glyphs, I went with Glyph of Blind because when we play RPS, it's with a Shadow Priest. So just in case I got a blind to target and I don't want it breaking because he has dots everywhere. Extra silence on my Garrote. You can swap this glyph out against melee cleaves if you don't plan on riding the healer. But I enjoy the Garrote silence just on any target because, you know, most targets, melee or not, they still have something that casts. And maybe you just stopped a warrior if you're on accident. Or you didn't let the DK pop his fucking pet heal. So I like the glyph of Garrote. And Cheap Shot Glyph increases the duration by 1 second. I feel like it's really good. You almost get a kidney every time you open her. And to replace one of the glyphs, I would definitely say a good fourth glyph would be Feint. Whenever you want to swap one of these out for certain comps, it increases your Feint by 2 seconds. So now you Feint last 7 seconds instead of 5, which that can be really helpful. So that's the specs and the talents. And if you guys didn't already know, this is for subtlety spec. I don't like any of the other specs. I don't even like how they play, so subtlety is the only spec I'll ever make in videos for. So that was the talents, the glyphs, and alright, let's talk about the changes. Throughout 5.2, Rogue's got plenty of changes, which also made them really strong. For instance, Preparation used to be in the talent tree with Step, and you had to choose between them, but now Prep is baseline, you learn it at level 68, and it no longer resets the cooldown of Cloak of Shadows. Versatility was removed from the game. It was a level 90 talent, and it made Redirect have no cooldown. That was replaced with Mark for Death. Cloak and Dagger replaced Preparation, as I said earlier in the video. Burst of Speed used to cost 50 energy, but now it is only 30, and it can be used in Stealth and to grant movement speeds, breaking snare effects, but no longer breaks roots effects. Shit. Shuriken Toss causes the rogue to throw shurikens coated in lethal poisons, and the auto attacks at 75% damage. It was 80 for up to 10 seconds if the enemy is further than 10 yards away. Blind has a 2-minute cooldown, was 1.5 minutes. At first they had it at 1 minute, and then they figured out that was ridiculous. Cloak of Shadows has a 1-minute cooldown, was 2. They lowered the cooldown instead of having it being reset by prep, which I like how they did that. Smoke Bomb also is not reset by prep anymore, and anyone in the area of the effect, ally-wise, takes 20% less damage. So now you can use it even more defensively. Shadow Focused reduces the energy cost by 75% instead of 100. Your 4-piece set bonus is now maximum energy of 30, so instead of 10. And that's about it for the changes. Oh yeah, and Sanguinary Veins now makes the damage take 20%, or you get another 20% more damage buff instead of 16 from your bleeds. Man, I can't fucking read. It's sad. But yeah, I just wanted to remake this video for you guys because I don't know, the one with the music seemed to be kind of a flop. I feel like I sound like shit in this video too. So either way, I'm out of here, guys. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you later.